also a part of the new business. Did you guys share the McDonald's information?
No, not officially. I know we tweeted out, put on Facebook page, but we did raise over $1,200 that night for our McDonald's night, which was excellent for us for 3 hours.
Mhm.
Ellos quieren compartir de que la noche de McDonald's se rejuntó $1,200 y que eso fue muy bueno para hacer una sola noche por 3 horas.
So at this time, what we would probably want to go ahead and discuss is going forward, what we would like our fundraiser opportunities to look like.
Dice que en estos momentos ella quiere proceder en ver cómo podemos juntar más dinero, si alguien tiene alguna idea.
As well as our meetings, future meetings.
Y también acerca de las juntas más adelante.
Since we are already in the month of November and December is right around the corner.
Debido a que ya estamos cerca de noviembre y diciembre está próximo.
We can actually start planning for events and fundraisers that we want to do from January until the rest of the year.
Dice que pueden empezar a empezar con las planificaciones para juntar dinero que viene siendo de enero para el resto del año.
For next month's meetings, do you guys prefer to have it virtual, or like do you want to have it on site as well?
Dice que para la siguiente junta, ¿qué opinan si prefieren tener las juntas en virtuales o en persona también?
I know it seems like we have a larger attendance virtually, but I don't mind. I'll be here if anybody wants to come face to face.
So this is a suggestion that I was thinking about. So if we do a virtual meeting for December, maybe we can alternate the months and do January on site. But one of the things that I was thinking that we can do is to kind of get more involvement is to have an event alongside the parent meeting. So one of the things that I would like to do would maybe be like a family vision board party. Since it is going to be the new year, it's January, right? We have it at 5:30 to maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock. And what we can do is we can also serve food, so that way that covers dinner. I know a lot of times people don't come out because they have to have their routine, right? But if we're providing that, that may help us out.
Dice que una de las opciones que Mr. McNeil dice que a él no le molestaría estar presente en las juntas porque él de todas maneras va a estar aquí y seguirla haciendo así. Ella comentó el hecho de alternar las juntas, unas sean virtuales, otras sean en persona, y que la próxima junta que viene siendo empezando el año, hacer como una pequeña evento donde pueden venir todos los padres como una comunidad y poder ofrecer comida, debido a que ella entiende que muchos de ustedes no se presentan en persona porque tienen que hacer de comer o tienen algo que hacer en casa. Entonces esa fue una de las propuestas de ella.
And what that'll look like is we can actually start gathering donation of materials now. And then of course some stuff like whatever's left over we can purchase. So what we would need honestly is like poster boards, magazines, newspapers, printouts, things like that. Supplies, crayons, markers, some of that stuff we may already have in the building that we can use. But what it looks like is the parents and the children will get together and just create what their vision board is, or what they want to gain for the rest of the year, or what they want the rest of their year to look like. Whether it's the parents setting goals with the kids, or they want more patience, like anything like that. But if you're creating the board with the students.
Dice que una idea que ella dio es agarrar donaciones de pósteres, de crayolas, de marcadores, y lo que no se junte, comprarlo de lo que viene siendo de la junta, también para que puedan crear visiones en un póster con sus hijos y puedan tener ya sea metas o algo para visiones para el próximo año o el fin de este año, y compartir tiempo con ellos.
Any thoughts?
¿Algún pensamiento?
I think that's a good idea. And so maybe our January 30th meeting, and we can just have that vision board slash PTO meeting in the cafeteria. And then maybe parents can come and, like you said, create their vision boards, and we have our PTO meeting at the same time.
Dice, Mr. McNeil dice que él está de acuerdo con esa idea, le parece muy buena, donde pueden tener juntas en la cafetería el 30 de enero o en enero para poder hacer su visión de póster y así tener una actividad con sus hijos y también tener la junta de padres.
And if this is successful, we could probably try to do something like every other month like that. So that way our on-site meetings it's more engagement. Mm-hmm.
Dice que si esta idea funciona, estaría bien para tenerla de un mes sí, un mes no, para que podamos tener más involucramiento de padres y también ustedes puedan tener actividades.
Like another one, I think would be a good idea. Like if we start alternating the events, maybe like a family fitness night. Maybe we can set up like some, different courses, or maybe we can actually see which parents out here are trainers or something. Maybe they can come and teach a little class or like a little Zumba class, but like have like a little family fitness night. I think that would be cool too.
Yeah, I like those ideas.
Okay.
Ella dice también que podríamos tener una noche de ejercicio donde tal vez tenemos algún padre que sean entrenadores o que hagan Zumba y podemos venir y nos pueden enseñar un poco.
Is there a Healthy Kids initiative here? No? Okay. Okay. So we can, plan for the 30th for the vision board party and the on-site PTO, and then we'll circle back. We could probably talk about this next meeting then, to do the family fitness night, if we want to do it like March, if we're going to alternate the months.
Miss Andreas offered line dancing as a
Oh,
option.
yes.
Host some line dancing.
That is so
Otra idea
cool.
fue hacer un en vivo de baile. Y ella dice que en la próxima junta se puede hablar sobre esta idea de la noche de hacer de salud más adelante para hacer si se puede hacer como por la fecha de marzo.
Do we want to do Cards for Cash this year or no?
What was that?
Cards for Cash was a fundraiser that we did last year. Basically, they purchase a card that gives a percentage off to certain restaurants in the area. So it's like $10 a card, and you can use it for the whole year.
Ella está diciendo que si quieren volver a usar las tarjetas que usaron el año pasado, donde ustedes van a un restaurante, compran como por $10 y la pueden usar durante el año en ciertos restaurantes. Si alguien está interesado en eso o creen que es buena idea.
I know that is one that we've done in the past, but I know before we had Hadley helping with kind of, and then I know Ms. Cruz, you jumped in and was kind of helping collect and had to come and I don't know, what you trying to solicit us to get some more help for you, because I know last year you had to come and count money almost every day. And
I would need help, but
yeah.
He sent me a message, so that's why I'm asking too.
Yeah.
He did reach out. I guess a lot of the schools are starting to do it again or pick it back up. But he did reach out to me to see if he wanted to participate this year. They have new restaurants on the cards this year.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the profit margin was for those?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I will find out and let you know.
Ms. Crawford said that she thought it was a good idea. She would like to do the cards.
Okay.
I'm sure I had it somewhere on our school news.
Mhm.
Which it was.
And I know it's in my email.
Ms. Martinez said that she thinks the families like the cards also.
Okay. So we would just need to determine when we will want to start and end that. And then I can give him a call and he'll drop the cards off like that with the treasure. We'll do the treasure box again and everything like that. So even with that, it'll be the same thing for me as last year. I'll have to bring the lockbox and I won't be able to come count until Fridays. But if we have another parent that can count, maybe we can alternate and they can come in. Well, actually, no, because we have to have 2 people count. That was in the
Dice que si
the
ellos,
bylaws, the rule stuff.
si
We
ellos,
actually have to have 2 people count.
si ellos hacen lo de la tarjeta, ella va a necesitar que venga un otro padre, aunque sea de voluntario, una vez a la semana, para que pueda contar el dinero con ella, porque el año pasado ella lo tuvo que hacer sola y fue algo pesado y ella solo puede venir una vez a la semana. No sé si alguien más está interesado en apoyar.
I would be thinking, as far as a time frame, if maybe, February, I think that gives us a little bit of separation from Christmas. And if we're going to entertain doing that little dance like we did last year around, that little spring fling, I think that'll give us a quick little boost of cash fundraiser that we can have that dance for the kids.
Mr. McNeil propuso de que sería una buena idea empezar con eso para el mes de febrero, debido a que se vienen los días festivos y también para darles tiempo para que en abril o en esas fechas que vienen el baile que hacen del año escolar para poder ayudar.
Okay. Speaking of the dance, so if we push Cards for Cash February, we can also circle back to this. But what I'll do is I'll reach out to the gentleman just to see if anything changed from last year, profit margin wise and things like that. Speaking of the dance, are there any parents or teachers that helped out or attended the dance in this meeting today last year? Okay.
¿Hay algunos padres que vinieron al baile el año pasado que ellos tuvieron?
Let's start with the good. What was our wins for the dance?
Vamos a empezar con lo bueno.
The kids had a great time.
Una de las cosas buenas es que los niños se divirtieron mucho y estuvieron muchas personas.
They dressed up last year, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they dressed up.
Preguntaron si era casual o se vistieron bonito y dicen que sí se vistieron bonito.
What were our opportunities?
¿Cuáles
What could
fueron?
we have done better or what could we do differently?
¿Qué pueden hacer diferente a de este año?
I think more supervision inside the dance. Maybe more staff members.
Más
to help out,
supervisión,
kind of help with that.
más supervisión en el baile.
Updated music playlists.
Música reciente.
So maybe for this dance, we can actually get a DJ. Because did we have a DJ? We had the aux cord, right?
Yeah, we thought we had a DJ and then we had to work it out. But I think this would give us time. If we go ahead and get this date on the calendar, we can lock somebody in.
Okay.
Ella proporcionó tener un DJ en el baile este año.
Okay, so supervision, updated music, / DJ. Whatever.
I think it would be nice to have the food and the dance in 2 separate locations.
Okay.
Una de las ideas es tener la comida y el baile en 2 diferentes locaciones separadas.
That would help with the traffic. For me, I would say we definitely need more help at the door. That was a lot. And I think it was only 3 people at a time, but it was a line. So we have to just figure out a better way to navigate around that too. So whether we have 2 tables and we can be able to go here, you go here. I know even though we did the pre-sales, we still had a lot of people come the day of and purchase, which was a good thing because we made money, but it was just a lot of traffic.
Ella dice que sería buena idea tener más personas al frente porque el año pasado solo tuvieron 3, donde había mucho tráfico en la entrada, entonces ella dice que sería bueno tener ya sea 2 mesas o más personal y que estuvo bien porque mucha gente vino ese día y compró los boletos, que eso da dinero para la escuela, pero también fue bastante y sí sería bueno tener más gente ayudando.
So I think ultimately the biggest thing with that is we need volunteers. You're gonna need a lot of volunteers.
Que vamos a ocupar muchos voluntarios.
How do you guys get the high school kids? 'Cause I know that they all need hours. How do you reach out and say, hey, this is an event going on?
We usually reach out to their sponsor,
Miss Sweat.
yeah, Miss Sweat.
Okay.
And then they come and run our field day.
Mhm.
But I know like typically that's during the school day. And so I guess we would have to talk to her to see how that would work after
Yes.
school hours.
Because I know that my son's middle school, they do like a pancake breakfast on the weekends and they have high school volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
Ella preguntó cómo hacen para tener los voluntarios los muchachos de la high school, para poderlos
Yeah,
traer.
we have some high school volunteers at the trumpetry.
Mhm.
It was from with Miss Sweat and our group.
Okay. All right. So that pretty much covers that part because I think at this point, this is a lot. I don't want to keep planning everything else out. We can come back.
Well, I do think we might need to potentially go ahead and get a date on the calendar
Okay.
for that dance.
Okay.
And so I have the calendar pulled up. And so that first week in April is spring break. School's out for a holiday, Good Friday on the 29th. So I don't know if we want to maybe the week before that March, which would be March 22nd, which is a Friday. So are we looking at a Friday or what day are we looking at?
Mr. McNeil dijo que sería buena idea setear el día para el baile. Él estaba viendo el calendario ahorita y él dice que en abril tenemos lo de la Semana Santa. El 29 de marzo estamos fuera de la escuela. Entonces él estaba viendo la semana antes de eso, que sería un viernes. ¿Qué opinan ustedes sobre un viernes o otro día?
And that's March 22nd is the Friday before spring break.
Yes.
That's fine with me. Does anyone else?
Sería el 22 de marzo. ¿Alguien más tiene otra fecha?
All right, that is March 22nd it is.
El 22 de marzo será el día del baile de la escuela.
Okay, so just to kind of recap what we have so far. January, so next month's meeting will be virtual, but you said you still want to come.
Well, I can be here, but I don't know, do we need to, or do we have to have a December meeting since that's a short month?
We don't.
Um,
We could probably send something out, like, a little blur or something, just,
I think that's probably gonna be better for December, and then we'll really push the January vision board PTO meeting in January.
En diciembre no va a haber junta de padres, se va a mandar algo a casa, debido a que es un mes más corto. En enero se va a mandar para ver lo de la visión, el póster de la visión y también para la junta de padres en enero.
all right, so we'll do the PTO meeting, vision board party, January 30th. We're not gonna have a live meeting in December. We're going to I'll figure out what dates, when I get with, I think his name is John, for Cars for Cash in February. So we'll do Cars for Cash in February.
Dice que en diciembre no va a haber junta, en enero el 30 de enero se va a tener la junta y va a ser la visión de póster. Después ella va a conseguir una fecha con John, que es el que va a dar lo de las tarjetas por dinero.
We'll do our family fitness night in March. That'll be an on-site meeting.
En marzo va a ser la noche de salud, que va a ser después va a dar las horas y eso.
And Andrea, we can connect. And then we'll do our dance March 22nd.
Y el baile va a ser en marzo 22.
So maybe in January when we have the parents there, maybe we can talk about the dance. We can kind of have it outlined again, exactly what we want to do, what we want to charge, what we're going to serve, and then the setup of where, where the rooms are going to be and things like that. Okay.
En la junta de enero se va a hablar sobre cuánto van a cobrar, cómo van a hacer, qué van a servir de comer y todos los detalles para lo del baile de marzo.
Okay. And I'll actually reach out to Megan because Megan had a DJ for like $250, I think. Yeah. I'll get that information from her.
I can reach out to the middle school too. I think the same guy he used to be around that 250, and he did have up to date music.
Okay. Well, that's all that I have today.
Eso es todo lo que hay ahorita.
Does anyone else have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas?
¿Alguien más tiene preguntas? ¿Tienen dudas, comentarios, preocupaciones?
We do have a book fair in May. It's our bilingual book fair, so I just want to put that on everybody's radar
En May.
to see if we maybe could come up with an activity to have, so we can have a family night and incorporate the book fair into that.
Okay, you said in May.
Yes, it's usually the first week in May. I don't have a definitive date yet, but I know it for sure it will be in May.
En mayo va a haber la feria de libros. Todavía no tienen la fecha definida, pero sí le gustaría también como programar algo para que también los padres puedan venir a la feria de libros.
What day is the family night?
It's usually on the Thursday of that week, and it's usually the first week in May when it is.
Posiblemente sea un jueves, el primer jueves de mayo, pero todavía no es seguro.
Okay. Anything else?
¿Algo más?
Do you guys have any more updates?
Cards for Cash was $10 last year, and we made $5.
$5, okay. So Cards for Cash last year, it was $5 profit. So the card sold for $10 and we got $5 back.
Las tarjetas del año pasado de que compran y pueden ir a comer restaurante costaban $10 y el señor las vendía a 10 y la escuela ganaba $5 por tarjeta.
The only thing I guess I would mention is our school and our social worker, we do have what they call, I guess, the angels for Christmas. And so if anybody's looking to sponsor a kid that kind of help them that have a Christmas or a better Christmas, we do have some angels hanging up in the office. And so you can just grab one, come in at some point and grab one, and you can sponsor a kid or a family for Christmas if you feel.
That's a good incentive, Anna.
Mr. McNeil comentó que en la oficina estamos teniendo una actividad donde nosotros tenemos unos angelitos posteados alrededor de la oficina. Estos angelitos tienen nombres de los niños o familiares que si a alguien le gustaría ayudar a apoyar este año con un regalo, pueden venir y agarrar y proporcionar.
In terms of when you said sponsor, say if I sponsor to what extreme?
It has like that angel, of course it doesn't have a name, but it has a number and then it'll say like age 7 and it'll give like, I think it asks like a want, a need, and then it'll have like their clothes size and the shoe size, and then like the want is usually like Barbie dolls or something like that.
Hicieron la pregunta de cómo está o cómo saber o cómo va a funcionar lo de los ángeles. Mr. McNeil explicó que los angelitos tienen un número, tienen la edad del niño, la talla de ropa que usan y tal vez algo que a ellos les gustaría, por ejemplo, una muñeca, una pelotita, algo así para regalar en Navidad, si alguien está interesado.
That's it.
All right, so that is everything that we have today. Thank you guys for joining, and that concludes our meeting.
Eso es todo lo que tenemos por esta noche. Gracias a todos por venir. Si alguien tiene alguna pregunta o algo.